I felt her presence before I even saw her. She lingered in the doorway for a few seconds, clearly hoping I'd notice her. Choosing not to give her that satisfaction, I shut my laptop and set it aside. The desk was clear, the printer idle, everything on my task list had already been handled. All that remained in me was a low, steady burn of anger. "Is it really over between us?" she asked, her voice barely audible. "Yes," I answered, keeping my gaze fixed away from her. There was a long pause before she spoke again. "Could you at least look at me while we talk?" Still, I didn't turn around. "Do you actually want to have a conversation now?" "What if I do?" she snapped. "On Thursday, I tried talking to you before I left for girls' night. That didn't go well. You told me, 'I don't have time to listen to your whining. We've only got a few days left. Just finish it. It'll be better for both of us.'" She paused for a moment, then added, "You really hurt me." I didn't even realize I was on the verge of crying. I was just trying to talk things through, but I guess I let my feelings take over. I exhaled slowly. "You're right about that. After you left, everything became a bit clearer. Your absence helped lift the fog. Sure, I saw some things I didn't like, but at least I could see them for what they were. For that, I'm thankful." Her voice softened. "Why are you still this upset? Maybe I misjudged how important that trip was to you. I know you never really liked Ashley or Gloria, but they were always polite to you. I've been friends with them since college. Nothing serious happened, just some drinking and typical girl talk. To be honest, I still find those nights kind of thrilling. Maybe you could come to the bedroom and help me unwind." That made me turn slightly, just enough to speak more directly. "It's funny, you said you were heading to Nashville, yet somehow ended up at a spa in the Catskills. Even more amusing, Gloria was in San Diego for a wedding, and Ashley was in Miami with her sister and family. Must have taken a miracle for all three of you to be in different places at the same time." She said nothing. "It's even funnier that both of them just happened to be out of town when you wanted a weekend getaway. Too bad they didn't bother covering for you." Ashley sounded completely baffled when I asked, and Gloria hung up the moment I told her what I'd discovered. I leaned forward slightly. So Gloria knew. Ashley had no idea. It took some time, but I eventually pieced everything together. Gloria didn't say anything because she had her own secret, an affair with her trainer. "Yeah, I'm aware. Word gets around at the gym." I paused to let it sink in, then continued. "I sent her a letter. Included a nice photo of her and her trainer, his hands on her back, her thong peeking above her yoga pants while they kissed. I doubt Bill would be thrilled to see that." She called me right back, admitted to everything. I told her it'd be best if she quit the gym and started fresh somewhere else. I told her plainly, if anything like this ever happened again, I wouldn't hesitate to send every piece of proof straight to Bill. Even at the end of our conversation, she was still making empty promises. "So if she's been ignoring your messages, calls, or emails, don't be surprised. I made it very clear, if she ever contacted you again, all bets would be off. So tell me, did you start it and draw her in? Or was it her idea, feeding you fantasies about how thrilling it would be to cheat, to live in the shadows, all while sneering behind the back of the man who trusted her completely? Was it the adrenaline of deception she sold you on? The intimacy that felt forbidden? And Ashley, when her husband betrayed her, she lost all respect for people who could treat a marriage so carelessly. But we had a long conversation, and she seems to be mending. In fact, she mentioned going on her first date just last week. She's trying to move forward. And really, if they were capable of being in two places at once, then I guess it's no stretch to imagine them taking on new identities too. Like transforming into that tall, bald guy with the goatee. They must have been working together from the start. I know when I turn away, you won't still be standing there. Only empty space will remain, where my wife once stood. So yes, This is final. It's over. The separation papers lay everything out in black and white, so there's no need for drawn-out drama. You'll be financially secure. If you manage things well, you'll have enough to keep dressing the part. So let it go, Jen. Let's end this with at least a shred of grace. You're free to be with anyone you choose. I'll be focused on picking up the pieces and, maybe someday, trusting again. It won't be easy. It'll take time. But I have to believe healing is possible. As I spoke, the only sounds were her soft sobs and the occasional shaky breath escaping my lips while I slowly dismantled the life we had spent decades building. I turned to face her. She looked completely drained. Her makeup streaked down her cheeks, her shoulders collapsed inward. She clearly hadn't seen this coming. It's sad, really. She never truly understood me. But I guess by the time the lesson sank in, it was already too late. I've taken what I need for now. I'll be back in 2 weeks. By then, I expect you, and anything tied to you, to be gone. Don't get any ideas. This is my home. I'm keeping it. 2 weeks, Jen. With a choked sob, she fell to her knees, clutching my hand as I turned away. We can fix this, baby. Please, let's talk. There's nothing left to say, I told her firmly. You threw away 29 years of marriage for someone younger. That was your choice. Now you'll have to live with the consequences, loneliness and a much smaller life. I gently pulled my hand free. The time to talk was before this weekend. You must have known, deep down, that if I found out the truth, it would come to this. Was it worth it? She stayed there on the floor, sobbing, while I shut the door on our past. With my head held high, I stepped outside, leaving that chapter behind for good.